So let's start with Deanna Palm. Come on in here. She is the president of the Washington County Chamber of Commerce. Thanks so much for joining me this morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Of course. Okay, let's start basic. What is a Chamber of Commerce? What do they do, and why is it so important for a county to have one?
Well, certainly we're the voice of the business community. We provide assets, resources, support, business education for all size businesses, but especially small businesses, new entrepreneurs that are getting launched and starting their businesses. We can help support them, and definitely from a policy perspective, we help lend a voice to the business community in terms of helpful policies that will make it easier for them to thrive.
Are there certain types of businesses or business owners that you guys are like hyper focused on right now?
I would say the small business community, which is, it's a tough economic climate right now, and making sure that they have the resources that they need to survive is absolutely a priority for us.
What sort of programs do you guys put on throughout the year for these small business owners?
We do a small business solution series workshop every month, and that can be related to tax opportunities, to growing your business, utilizing AI in your small business, those kinds of things that are super important to business to be able to have that information so that they can take that to their business and grow.
Well, I know you know a lot about the area because you have been the president of the Washington County Chamber of Commerce for 24 years, you guys, so she knows what she's talking about. You probably have like the broadest idea of the identity, the makeup of the businesses that are in Hillsboro. Can you tell us about that? Like, and how's their health? It's not just Intel here in Hillsboro.
That's correct, but we are, fortunate to have the largest private sector business in the state of Oregon located here in Hillsboro, but we also have home-based businesses and everything in between. So it can be, restaurants and hotels and you name it, and we have that here. A lot of diversity in our business community as well.
I'm sure you talk to a lot of these business owners. What sort of issues or challenges are they telling you that they're dealing with in Hillsboro?
Well, I think definitely just in general, business loves certainty, right? Tell me what it's going to take, and I'll make sure that I've built a business plan where I can execute that. There's not a lot of certainty happening right now, so cost of goods sold, it's really dependent upon what the tariff looks like. If they happen to be, needing to pay for that tariff, how do I price my goods so that I don't lose customers, but I can also make my rent payment.
What have you seen? Have you seen any efforts from the city, the county, the state, federally to help these businesses out with these challenges?
Well, I think certainly the city of Hillsboro has done an outstanding job in terms of economic development. Washington County is known as, the economic engine for the state of Oregon, and that's really important. And I would have to say that, the state really needs to look at some policies, and I think it's really important for them to look at how they can make it easier for businesses to grow and prosper here. Quite honestly, I think sometimes the state of Oregon really looks at tolerating business as opposed to celebrating business. And in an income tax-based state, that's worrisome.
Data centers is a really big topic of conversation across the country, and especially here in Washington County, because Hillsboro has about a dozen major data centers, and there's several more under construction. We hear a lot from our viewers. We got this question a lot about the fear of the water supply and the infrastructure issues when it comes to the growth of these data centers. So what's your response to their concerns about this?
Well, certainly Hillsboro's proximity to the Trans-Pacific fiber optic cable is important, and it's vital. And of course, access to technology, the growth of technology, the utilization of technology is definitely important. It lends itself to our high-tech sector we have here in Hillsboro. Definitely, residents' concerns are valid. And I think it's important to also note that the data centers, are doing a lot of R&D, research and development, to ensure that they're doing things better, more efficiently. It helps their bottom line, but it also helps their impact on the community. So things like a closed-loop cooling system that regenerates water and those kinds of things are being implemented right here in the data centers here in Hillsboro.
Okay, I'm sure that'll help people feel a little bit more at ease about it. We were specifically asked about the 10-acre Jupiter Blackberry Grove battery storage facility. It's proposed near West Union Road. A viewer was wondering why there's no public hearing about it. Do you have a response to that?
Well, I would say that that's in unincorporated Washington County, not in the city of Hillsboro. Just since you're in Hillsboro, I want to make that
No, that's
distinction.
great to know. Thank you.
Yes, for your viewers. It's my understanding that the permit process and development process that they're going through doesn't require a public hearing.
All right, let's end on a fun note. Since you've been here for a while, what is your favorite thing about Hillsboro? What are some of your favorite things, or favorite places to eat or go, or things to do here?
Well, I hate naming names because I'm going to leave something out, but I will have to point out, Jackson Bottom Wetlands, a 700-acre nature preserve right here in the city of Hillsboro limits. It's a beautiful place to go bird watching. It's a beautiful place if you're just looking for a bit of respite and quiet and silence. I would say the Hillsboro Hops baseball, anytime you can catch a game, it's fun, it's exciting, it's family friendly, and you're always going to have a connection in the community that's here, that you can see our mayor's here all the time.
Yeah.
It's really fun. And so those are just a couple of things, but I mean, definitely we have a robust park system. And so if you have an opportunity to go through any one of our parks, you're going to find that it really it speaks to the neighborhood it's in. And you'll see folks out and about all the time.
And before we let you go, I did hear that you're set to retire. Is that in December? So very soon?
It is in December.
How are you feeling about that? What are you going to miss the most, I guess, about working for the Chamber of Commerce?
Well, I think definitely being able to work directly with the business community to help support small businesses, to see someone's idea and inspiration come to fruition and see them be successf and know that there's, a lot of sweat equity that has gone into that, both from a personal finance perspective that they put forward and that they've entrusted our community to do that. I mean, that's really rewarding, and I'll miss that a lot.
I'm sure. Deanna Palm, I hope we could have you go out on a high note here.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on your retirement coming up, and enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.